Hey, this is AJ with Blackhawk Bushcraft. I thought it would be fun this Sunday evening to get a little treat on the campfire. I'm actually recording the intro of this video after the fact to the video content, because that's usually what I do, is do the intro as the very last thing and then kind of splice everything together. But anyways, here's a very quick and simple recipe, super delicious, that I hope you enjoy. This is a blueberry peach crisp, especially for you. Okay, so first things first, let's just go ahead and get a fire going. Split some of this up. Oh, that's some tough, gnarly stuff. Kind of. Just take a quick look at this. Get some splits. There we go. Of course, using one of my Rob Evans knives. I'm gonna build a fire, might as well use the best, right? Okay. Now you guys can tell me everything that I'm doing wrong related to my fire prep. So fill the comment sections of all your critiques. Okay. Actually, there we go. Okay. Molto bene. Let's get some of this smaller stuff. I'm gonna cheat a little bit here. Let's see. That down on that side. There we go. Let's do this actually. They're a little bit lower. Perfect. Now if you're thinking, where is your feather sticks? Not tonight. Just get something going quick here. And what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna pull out my lighter, some swabs. Oh, got a couple matches in there too. Let's just fluff these out. These are my do-it-yourself for fire tabs, something like that. And get the other one. Okay, there, that should work. Go ahead and get that right down in there. Let's just light one of these bad boys. I'll put that in there. And we're gonna get this going with some fire tabs. Perfecto. Just like that. Okay. Because why complicate fire building unless you absolutely have to? Which in my opinion, there's really no reason to ever complicate fire building. Just gonna let that build up. Because I was too lazy to start some coals to cook the blueberry and peach crisps, so I'm gonna take more time to actually build a fire. Okay. We will just let that fire get going. Once that's burning pretty well, we'll put some bigger chunks on it and get ourselves a nice coal bed. Sometimes it's fun to do it on little firebox stove. Other times it's just satisfying to stick it in a little Dutch oven. I'm gonna use my 10-inch GSI Dutch oven and just cook it on the coals of a nice, awesome fire. If I can't be up in the hills, this is the next best thing for me, just doing it in my backyard. So, okay, let that fire keep going. I'll build it up and let's go take a look at building this peach and blueberry crisp. Okay, as far as this recipe is concerned, very simple. You have yourself one 14-ounce can of peaches. I use the peach slices and then I just cut it up into smaller chunks. 1 can of blueberry pie filling, and then your crumble, which will go on the top. That crumble is 1 cup of light brown sugar, 3/4 of a cup of flour, 3/4 of a cup of rolled oats, and a little bit of cinnamon and some salt just to taste. I think that's probably, sorry, I couldn't help myself. I just had to taste it. About a teaspoon of salt, give or take. And then I've got my GSI aluminum Dutch oven. Oh, one other ingredient I forgot is the instant or minute tapioca. This is 1/4 cup of minute tapioca, and this is gonna go in the peaches, just like that. The reason being is because I use all the juices that come in the can. The tapioca will help that thicken, make it a little bit less runny. So I use the tapioca as my thickening agent. And then that is going to go in the Dutch oven first, just like that. Oh, missed a peach right there. You can see a couple of these peach slices. Trying to reach in, I didn't get a couple of those chopped up, but they soften up. Even if you don't have them, you could actually just keep it in the slices and it would work just fine too. I just kind of like the smaller bits. Okay, then to that, we're going to add the blueberry pie filling. And that's gonna go in. Yummy, yummy. So healthy. Don't count your carbs with this meal, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes you just have to have a treat. Everything in moderation, right? Okay, let's get that out. Okay, something like that. Oh, I gotta get those little tidbits. I don't wanna, there we go. Okay. And when it slops on the lid or the edge of the can, you get to lick it off. Okay. And then you're going to kind of mix that in with the peaches. You could actually mix everything in together. For the sake of this video and dramatic effect, I decided to throw everything in separately and then mix it right before your very eyes so that you can think, wow, that is the most beautiful concoction and creation of peaches and blueberry topping I've ever seen in my entire life. But yeah, if you're just wanting to save time, just pour everything in a bowl and mix it all together and then pour that bowl into the Dutch oven. Okay, but it also gives me a chance to showcase the survival spatula yet another time on the Blackhawk Bushcraft channel. Okay. Something like that. Blueberry peach. If you've never had blueberry peach crumble or crisp, good stuff. And then, as always, you get to lick the survival spatula clean. There's one side. Clean. Now I can just go ahead and put that away in my gear. Now you're going to take your crumble. And, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, there's also 1/2 cup of real butter. I think I used salted this time, either salted or unsalted, it doesn't really matter. But I kind of just soften it and then mix it in with my hand so that it kind of forms the crumble, kind of like a light dough consistency. And then you're just gonna take that, spread it all over the top. the whole bunch, and it will make kind of like a really delicious cookie crisp on the top. Yes, all of it's going. You can actually put some on the bottom if you want to do that, and kind of have like a layer on the bottom and then your fruit mixture on the top of the crumble, and then top it off with the remaining crumble. I've done it that way too. But cooking it on open fire, sometimes you have a tendency to burn the crisp on the bottom versus just letting the fruit kind of do its thing and then cook the cookie crisp on the top. Okay, actually I made enough for like a standard 12-inch Dutch oven. I think I'm gonna call it good there. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Okay, and that's all there is to it for making the crumble in the Dutch oven. So we're gonna go take this, check the fire, see how the coals are looking, and then get this on the coals and start cooking. Okay, that's not looking too bad. Bring that down. I think I'm gonna throw another couple pieces on top of that to just build up a really nice coal bed. Okay. Let that burn and then get the cobbler on. Sorry, I said cobbler, I meant blueberry peach crisp. Okay, I think we have enough of a coal bed to get this crisp on. We'll just move these bigger chunks off to the side. Let those keep burning. Just build up some more coals over there. Let those burn. Okay, let's bring some of these out for the top of the cobbler and also the base. Oh yeah, and that ground is going to be plenty warm too. Let's just go ahead and get that on right there. Ooh, that is warm. Okay. Some of these right on the top. Something like that. Put those up there, let those keep burning. Oh yeah. And out of the way there. Okay. And this should be ready to eat in approximately 25 to 30 minutes. So we'll let it go that long and then pull it off and take a look-see. Okay, that's been going for 25 minutes. I'm just gonna quickly take a look at it and see how it is looking, because I do not want the crisp to burn on the top. Let's take a look here. I'm gonna brush that away from the edge. Just keep the ash out. Okay. Let's take a look-see. Oh my goodness. Looking good. Gonna let that go for about another 5. It's not gonna go super cookie crisp on the top, but you want the filling to bake up through it so that it is just kind of nice, and I don't know, so it tastes like a crisp. If you've had a crisp, you know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna put a few more coals for the last 5 minutes just on the top of that. Some of these, as they all fall off the top. That's actually pretty good. That up there, just goes right inside. Okay, something like that. Molto bene, bellissimo. Está muy bien. Okay, that's been another 5 minutes. So total time on this is 30 minutes. Again, I just have my nice welding glove, which works great for cooking over a fire because I can just kind of clear the coals off the lid. Get as much of that dust off as possible. And that should work it, and then pull the bales up without burning my hands off. Get up there you go. Okay, let's go take a look. Okay, time for the big reveal. Still got a lot of dust on that. Okay. Move that over this side. Oh my goodness. Check that out. Oh, bubbly, delicious. Oh, the crisp is perfect. The only thing that's gonna make this better is eating it with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. So let me get some of this plated up and we'll see how it tastes. Okay, we got 2 bowls, one for me and one for the missus. Oh yeah. Oh man, that is good. Ooh, nom nom nom. Ooh, that is really hot too. Okay, let's get some ice cream here. Let's put a dab of ice cream right on the top, vanilla ice cream. Let that get all nice and melty on the inside. Okay, get a little bit more here. I'll tell you what, that GSI 10-inch Dutch oven is awesome. Anodized aluminum, super lightweight, super easy to clean and to cook with. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna get a little bit more of that crisp, the blueberry peach that bubbled up through it. Yeah, something like that. Okay, let's dish up a scoop of ice cream. Vanilla bean ice cream. Doesn't get much better than that, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic. Had to get my glasses on so I can see here. And again, there's nothing better than cooking a treat over an open fire, except when you're enjoying it with your wife. What do you think? No, it is really good. Blueberry peach crisp. With vanilla ice cream. Didn't turn out too bad, did it? Okay, well, we're gonna finish our blueberry peach crisp and have a great evening. Thanks for joining. Take care.